It's been called a landmark report and the most comprehensive study on Britain's Muslim population, looking at data from the 2001 and 2011 census that asked Britons their religion for the very first time. These figures tell a story that provide a unique insight into Britain's Muslim population. They are a growing community. There were 1.5 million British Muslims in 2001 and 2.7 million by 2011. But although that figure's been used by the far right to scaremonger about a so-called Muslim takeover, that's simply not true, because British Muslims make up only 4.8% of the UK population. The official government statistics also dispel other common myths that have become almost unchallenged facts in a growing anti-Muslim environment, such as the fact that all Muslims are foreigners. Not true. The census shows about half were born in Britain and are overwhelmingly young. Another is that Muslims do not integrate. Again, it's an assumption not supported by fact. 73% of Muslims in Britain identify themselves as British.
This report dispels the myths such as that the British Muslims are taking over. So this report tells us that actually they are still a minority, so they form under 5% of the population. And this report also tells us that Muslims are not self-segregating.
But while the figures do a positive job in dispelling negative myths, they also highlight very real concerns.
This report also gives us some challenges. It tells us that there are still a high number of Muslims who are unemployed. We see that almost half of Muslims in Britain are living in the most deprived area. It tells us that there is still a significant prison population.
These figures paint a fuller picture of life for British Muslims than ever before, one full of positives that dispel the negative myths, but also of the real challenges that need to be addressed by all. Nargis Muballaghi, Press TV, London.